Alrighty folks, Matt here again at Chris Nickel. Just wanted to reach out to you. What Gail and I are doing today is showing everybody and anybody that is in the market for anything that we sell, new, used, pre-owned, whatever that we have here, what you expect if you're a first-time buyer, what you expect here. If you bought 20 cars, what you expect here, because you're going to get the same level of service no matter where you're at in that buying process. Remember, when you come here to Chris Nickel, all of our vehicles have got this big yellow sticker price on it if it's a pre-owned vehicle. And just real quick, it's just a brief description of what the vehicle is, roughly how many miles. So this one's got 61, and the sales price, which is $20,188, and we do have a $599 processing fee. Remember, this is just a payment scenario with 10% down with good credit. Everything's going to be different when it comes to that, because some customers just don't have any money down. You could be a first-time buyer, things like that we'll get into a little bit more detail with. But what we're going to do is open the car actually up, show you a little of the features of it, and we'll take it for a test drive. Trunk's important because eventually you got to have family, you're going to have to put stuff here in the back, so you need to know how much room that's in the trunk for you. A lot of these smaller cars here will have a jack, sometimes they'll have a lug nut there or a lug wrench and a donut down here for you too. Some newer modern cars don't even have that, but a lot of these smaller sedans do. They do also have backup cameras. And also too, we're looking at the back bumper because these are actually sensors back here. So if you're in reverse, it'll keep you from bumping into anything. Next thing we're gonna do is open up the back seat. Now I am 5'10", so I'm not the tallest man in the world and I'm not the shortest man in the world, but I always like to get on the back seat. So if somebody is my size, it can fit back actually in here for you. And you can actually get up to 3 people back here too. You may be pretty close together, but you can get 3 people back here for you. What's important is modern cars a lot of times have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Some of the like 2021s, 23s is you have to have a cord. Some of the newer ones like these 2025s is as soon as you Bluetooth your phone, it's all good to go for you that way. We're gonna look actually at this part right here. That's your keyless entry. So as long as this key fob is with you, you can lock and unlock the door by hitting those particular buttons right there for you. We're going to look at the actual engine next, and the reason why I like to do this is because every manufacturer is so different on where this thing opens up at, and it gives me an opportunity too to physically show a person how to open it up, which is just lift this part here for you up. So this is the battery. This is a very easy battery to get to if you ever have to replace it in the future. This is going to be your brake fluid right there for you. You're going to have your windshield wiper fluid, and your coolant reservoir there for you, your dipstick, and also a place to put the actual oil in. Next thing we're going to do, guys, is take it for a test drive. Now, when we take a test drive here at Chris Nickel, we have pretty much a standard route that we like to go on, which is we jump on the expressway and we want to go down to Garnett, maybe occasionally down to Memorial. But that gets a really good test drive. It gets it up to 70 miles an hour. Make sure the tires are all true. Nothing's pulling to the right or to the left. And it gives the customer a good opportunity to drive the vehicle there and to experience it firsthand, because if they purchase the vehicle, they need to know how these things are going to work. One of the biggest things is we like to show off is the safety technology. So I'm going to kind of slow down a little bit. See, there we go. We got somebody in our blind spot, so we definitely know we don't need to turn any that way. Also play with the radio. Now the biggest question I always ask every customer when we get right here is, would you like to purchase the vehicle? And it's one of 3 things. I like it, let's do the paperwork. No, I don't like the vehicle because maybe we own the wrong vehicle, or maybe. It's one of those 3 questions. If you don't like this vehicle, let another vehicle work. Maybe you need to talk about numbers. We'll talk every bit about that. So the next part of the process is this is where we start to talk about numbers, money down. Have you ever purchased a vehicle before? Let's say you never bought a car before. So the next step is we'll do a credit application. We're going to ask you if you have a trade. Some folks have trades. Maybe they were given a car when they were a teenager. It's there in their name. We want to trade it in. That's when we'll talk about that point right there for us. You get an appraisal, which takes about 10 minutes to do that. If you have any money down, that's awesome. You may actually have a parent or a grandparent that's willing to co-sign for you. If they're here, we'll get that information right there. Once we get all the numbers, we look at the payments, we look at the money down, and if all that's agreeable, then when we go up to the business office, then they're going to talk about the banking institution that's loaning you the money, what your interest rates are going to be, things of that nature right there. From start to finish, if you kind of know what you're looking at for you, we'll have you in and out in about a 2-hour process. So literally you show up here on a Saturday at say 10 o'clock, by lunchtime, you're out showing your friends what you just purchased. Feel free to reach out to any of us here at Chris Nickel. We'll treat you the same no matter if you bought 20 cars from us or just saw us on a social media post and want to come out and just test drive a few cars and start that process. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. Have a good day.